whatever you do, it's just the belief in that you got the thing, or that it's going to help you. I think on the other side, what's really crazy too is that if you believe that something isn't going to help you, it doesn't too. Or if you think something's going to harm you when it's actually going to help you, it's the same thing. I mean, that's the same thing when they do like the chemo treatments, right? So when they give you chemo treatments, you don't want to eat until they give you a pill or something that's really bitter. And so you associate I'm going to get sick when I take this pill, but it's not the chemo, so you can eat after. Yeah. So it's these really interesting like brain tricks that you can play with yourself, but you really have to believe it. That's the hard thing, right? Like, you could really have to believe it.
Yeah. So whenever I'm working with esports athletes, any supplement that I might recommend in good faith is like, being healthful. I always try to hype it up a little bit. Like, I always try to hype it up a little bit to get them a little bit more bought in, because then it makes it more likely that it will actually give them the performance enhancement that they're seeking. I do believe that this plays a big factor in even the people who could respond to it, the variableness with which they respond. So like, some people have large magnitudes of improvement. Some people have very modest magnitudes. And I think that the belief effect is a large contributor to this variability that we see between individuals. So yeah, caffeine is one. We have some documented physiological changes that occur. We even know in the realm of some other areas that the belief can actually trigger down into biochemical changes within the body. So like, your hormone profile can adjust, your blood measures can adjust, and all sorts of things. So belief, starting in the brain a little bit, actually can have a physical, measurable, objectable.
But what you're saying too, though, is, I'm going to translate this a little bit. So what you're saying is that, like, if you actually believe that sleep was helpful and that it's restorative, it would probably double down the effect of sleep, right?
Yeah. But the problem is that, like, if, like, we're screwed right now because the very act of us having this conversation means that we can't really leverage these strategies for ourselves, which kind of sucks.
That's true. That's true. But that's why we're doing it for everybody else, right? It's not for us. We're the sacrificial lambs here. We're just here to help everybody. Yes.
But yeah, so within reason, like, if you can hype it up and make yourself believe a little bit more, I think that goes a long way. And I think team culture sets that a lot. And sometimes you have maybe like IGLs or something who are like, yo man, this supplement is fire, right? And they're like, this is the best thing ever. And then all of a sudden everybody else starts taking it, both because of like FOMO, but two, then it's like, oh dang, it's helping him, so it's definitely going to help me out, right? So that belief effect is quite powerful, in addition to the measurable physiological effects that we see with something like caffeine too.